So I'm pulling into the local boat ramp I always go to, down here at Mormon's Marina. Remember the one's got the old Coca-Cola sign? Yeah, that's the one. You know, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know, I need to do a video on the John boat. Like I need to, and I was like, bing, then it came to me just by questions, comments, and I just kind of put it all into one video. I've had this motor for like over a year, like maybe a year and a half. I think it's a good time to do a pros and cons. Like, what do you like about the smaller motor, the 9.9, and what don't you like about it? I can tell you the pros outweigh the cons, right? Because I love this little 9.9, but there is some things I don't like about it, and I think everybody will agree with me on this. So, yeah, pros and cons of a Mercury 4-stroke 9.9. Let's do this. Look at this. I'm at the boat ramp. There's nobody here. Just me. That's it. Just me. I wanted to do a video today. I've already did top speed, 9.9 on the John boat. I did a part 1 and a part 2. There ain't going to be a part 3, okay? Not unless I do a little bit of modifications to it, which I might. Yeah, I might. I had a lot of questions. How do you like your 9.9? You know, is it, you know, just durable, whatever, pull start, electric start, whatever. I think this video will answer a lot of questions that people have on owning a Mercury 9.9 John boat. And like I said, I've went from 18-foot bass boats with 150s, you know, let's just say I went from a 150 down to a 9.9. Pros and cons, okay? Pros and cons of a Mercury 9.9. You want to do the pros first or the cons? Here's another good reason I like doing these videos, because I love the comments on the video that just roll in. You don't understand how many ideas I get just from you comment. So comment away. Like, let me, you know, tell me something that I missed, you know, because you're good at that. And I love it. I love that about you. Yes, I'm talking to you. But let's get into the pros and cons of a Mercury 9.9 before I start babbling and going off into some other subject that nobody wants to hear about. Mercury 9.9. So I've had this motor for a little over a year, I would say, about a year and a half, probably, something like that. Coming from a 150 horsepower to a 9.9, smaller boat, smaller motor. Let's just do the cons first. Okay, let's do the cons. And it doesn't have to be a Mercury. It could be any 9.9, any smaller motor. But I'm just gonna give you like some cons. Number one, the speed. Speed is a big adjustment. Like, that's a big adjustment to make when you're going 55 mile per hour and then you're going 15 miles per hour. Okay, you can't get to your holes as fast as you want to. You can't go back to the ramp. If it starts thundering and lightning and storming, tornadoes coming, you can't get back to the ramp that fast. You're gonna be going at 14, 15 miles per hour. And if you got Bubba with you, your buddy that played defensive tackle in high school, you're gonna go about 8 miles per hour. Con number one, speed. Speed is the issue. Yes, there is some things that you can do to ramp it up. As you know, I've already done the speed tests. I've done 2 different speed tests without batteries. My first initial speed test was just to kind of check the motor out on the tilt. The other one, I took all the batteries out and done it. It wasn't really a big difference. You know, a lot of this with the 9.9, I think, is the balance of the boat, like the leverage. Like, you have to have some weight up front to gain speed from this. Like, if you take all your batteries out, you know, you're riding like you're popping a wheelie, you ain't gonna go faster. There's no difference whatsoever. Con number 2, pull start. The pull start is okay, and you can get an electric start on this. If you want to spend another $2,000, you can get a little key and an electric start, and, okay, but then you have to hook it up to a battery, so it's going to add more weight to the boat. I chose for the pull start just because I pull a weed eater, you know, I can pull my boat motor. I will say that sometimes this motor is a little finicky when it comes to starting after you've been fishing for a while. When you get on the water, you dump your boat in, most of the time you ain't even got to prime it. Crank it up, sometimes you ain't got to choke, it just starts right up. Once you fish a little bit and then you go to pull it, then you have to choke it. There's a little button on here to where you can take it out of gear and have the throttle on and engage the, you know, just like engage the throttle, start it up, blah, blah, blah. But I will say that I have heard that these new Mercuries, the gas tank comes with this little, it looks like a little drum in the gas lines, and I heard that will suck the gas out of the motor. My buddy said to cut it off. I just haven't done it yet, and maybe that'll be another video. How to start your Mercury 9.9 easier, your 4-stroke. Okay, this is a 4-stroke. That's all the cons I got. Okay, speed and pull start. The pros outweigh the cons. All right, so let's go with pro number 1, gas. You are going to save a ton of money, okay, on gas. It is unreal how much you can run this motor down the lake with a 3-gallon gas tank. I can go down to Beaver Dam from here, which is a good 20 minutes, and back, and still have a half a tank. You know, 3 gallons of gas. Big. I mean, dude, there's bass boats out here spending like $90 to go to the lake, okay? They got 2 of them gas tanks, 215 or 212, whatever they make. I got one, 3-gallon. I'll put $6 in it, and I'm good, all right? Another pro, low maintenance, especially the 4-strokes. Very, very low maintenance. The reason I say that is you change your oil once a year, and you change your lower unit oil once a year, or however many hours, whatever. Once a year is typically fine. That is a big plus. You don't have to mix oil. Being a 4-stroke, you pour straight gas in it, and it's good to go. And it's just like a car. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. Now on these boat motors, it's like once a year you change your oil on these. Very low maintenance. Now watch it blow up next week. Another one, you can fish small lakes, small reservoirs with this motor and this boat. There's quite a few around here, like Bowery Creek, Sandy River, Carvin's Cove, just to name a few. All right, there's the Mill House. There's the only way you can get in these smaller lakes is with a 9.9, which is cool because a lot of people will, if you have like a 150 or if you have a 40 horsepower or you have something like that, you have to take your prop off. All right, so you're not going to be able to sneak around and run. That's another plus having a 9.9 is to be able to fish these smaller lakes that don't have jet skis. They don't have wakeboard boats. They don't have, you know, cruisers. They don't have cigar boats blasting down. You know, it's pretty much just paddle boards and john boats. Paddle boards are the new jet skis. No, I'm just kidding. Another pro, it's portable, okay? Like, I can take this motor off in 5 minutes because mostly, you know, I fish Smith Mountain Lake. This is a big lake. I mean, it's 500 some miles of shoreline. I don't know the acreage, whatever, but it's a big freaking lake. And I mostly fish here. It does fine. But if I ever wanted to, and I might, I was thinking about going up to like a 40 horsepower Merc just to put it on and just get down and pipe. I'm gonna have headers coming off of it. I'm gonna have straight pipes on. I want fire coming out of it. When you see me zipping past you, you're gonna see flames coming out like in old school hot rods. I can take this motor off. The little plug on here that attaches for your gas pops right off. You unscrew, you know, your clamps, just like a vise, pretty much when you put it on your transom, on your john boat. I can take it off, put it on my stand, and then put another motor on it. So it's super portable, it's super easy to store. It weighs like 87 pounds, all right? So you just pick it up, put it over, you're done. Or if I want to go fish like a big pond, and I didn't need my motor, I can just take it off, dump my boat in, roll around the pond. Another pro, the resale value. Resale values on Mercury's, or I'll just say any 9.9, is golden. All right, so you can buy one, like this one was like $2,400. I could probably get $2,000 out of it right now. That's another pro for me, is a resale value. When I like to buy stuff, I like to call them investments. Like I want to buy something that I know I have invested in, because you never know, you might lose your job. You might lose your job. You might need money quick. These little bad boys, which I won't, I'm not gonna say I won't, but I hope to Jesus I don't have to sell this motor to get by and pay my electricity bill or pay my rent. It's an investment. So you have money right here on the back of your boat. Whether your wife likes it or not, this is money. This is like, okay, this is better than credit right here. Another pro is the 9.9s. And I think you can do this all across the board. And this is going to be coming up very soon for me. I know the prop is going to be changed out because the prop that I have on here now is an aluminum prop, which flexes more than a stainless steel, which means your RPMs are going to be lower. You get a stainless steel prop, you're going to get more RPMs, which means you're going to pick up a couple miles per hour. All right, it's not going to be drastic, but 15 to 17 miles per hour, I'll take it all day long. If I can get there 2 miles per hour quicker than I was, I'm good. Or if that tornado's chasing me down the lake, I'm gonna be 2 miles per hour faster ahead of it than I was. Another thing is the carburetors in these. You can take this 9.9 carburetor, chuck it off, and Mercury, it's not Mercury, it's an aftermarket, and it will void your warranty. So if you do it, just know if it's under warranty, it will void it. You can get carburetors that you can put on these that will make it a 15 horsepower. Okay, it's still gonna say 9.9, but it's gonna be a 15 horsepower motor. I think it's just a bigger carburetor. It's got bigger, I don't know, mechanic stuff, so I'm gonna say bigger gaskets, whatever, bigger flow to get you on down the pike. And I've read to where you can get up to like 5 or 6 miles per hour quicker. I could be wrong. But here's where I want to hear from you. If you have a 9.9, comment down below. What do you like about your 9.9 and what don't you like about your 9.9? I just told you mine. I probably forgot something, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind when having a 9.9 motor. These things are little ninjas. I love them. I love my John boat setup. I could like it a little bit more than I did my bass boats. Just because, I don't know, different, I guess. I just like the whole John boat lifestyle. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks for watching my video. Comment down below. What do you like? What don't you like about your 9.9? If you got any ideas, what else could you do to make this motor faster? Prop, carburetor, what else? I don't know. You tell me. Thanks for watching. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and until next time, we'll catch you on the flip flop.
Let me see all the birds and all the bees and all the trees.